Doctors Robert and Patricia Gussin have transformed their long, successful careers in science and medicine into helping thousands of youth at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Sarasota County realize their full potential.
Bob and Pat Gussin are really true champions for children. They are so generous with their time, their experience, their knowledge, and their finances. They want to help people's lives become better, especially kids.
I'm most struck by how modest and unassuming the Gussins are, despite all that they've accomplished in their lives and all that they do here in Sarasota. There's a real quiet strength about them. In a meeting, they're not likely to be the ones that talk the most, but they're the ones that people listen to the most because they have so much wisdom. You know, individually, they're impressive enough, but as a couple, there's a real exponential value. I think they feed off each other's intellect and passion and desire to make a change in the world.
Robert Gussin was born in a little steel town outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. His father was a laborer at H.J. Heinz, and his mother worked at his grandfather's store. When Bob was 8 years old, he walked 1 mile down the road from his home and signed up to become a member of the Carnegie Boys Club. The club taught him important leadership skills and the difference between right and wrong. After high school graduation, Bob acquired his bachelor's in pharmacy and master's in pharmacology at Duquesne University. He later earned his PhD in pharmacology from the University of Michigan.
I've been fortunate to get to know Bob and Pat Gussin over the past few years, and they're among the most remarkable people I've been privileged to meet. Despite their incredible success in their own professions and in other ventures like their best-selling publishing company, Ocean View Publishing, and their vineyard in New Zealand, they're amazingly humble and grounded people. They understand that no form of success is as rewarding as giving young men and women of all backgrounds the opportunity to succeed, even when the odds are stacked against them.
I would describe Bob and Pat as compassionate, friends, passionate, and a true blessing.
Bob spent the majority of his career as a medical researcher, including 14 years as the chief scientific officer of Johnson & Johnson, where he met his wife Patricia in 1976. Patricia Gussin was born in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and was the oldest of 6 children. Her father had a career as a water meter reader for the city, and her mother was a remedial reading teacher for children in elementary school. In fact, Pat would often help her mother in the classroom and keep notes on each child's literacy development. After high school, she pursued her bachelor's degree in biology at Aquinas College. Pat went on to secure her MD at Wayne State University of Medicine in Detroit. Pat joined Johnson & Johnson 6 years later and held numerous roles in directing medical research, including Vice President of Worldwide Research and Development. Doctors Gussin retired from Johnson & Johnson on the same day in 2000 and relocated to Anna Maria Island. In 2004, the couple founded Ocean View Publishing. Today, the company is recognized as one of the fastest-growing independent publishers in the country, with over 75 authors and 175 titles on the market, including a number of Pat Gussin's novels. In fact, Pat is the author of 7 novels and is recognized as a New York Times and USA Today best-selling author. The Gussins are also vintners with 2 vineyards on the South Island of New Zealand. They grow grapes for Villa Maria Estates Winery, the country's most awarded winery.
They're champions for sure of children, but they're champions of humankind. The things they do where they reach out and touch other people makes such a difference.
You know, Bob and Pat Gussin really, truly love children and youth. And everything they do, they show that. They've done it with scholarships, they've done it in partnership with the Boys and Girls Club, the Selby Foundation, the Library Foundation.
I think the title of tonight's program, Champions for Children, is so appropriate because that's really exactly what they are. They have, I believe, 17 grandchildren of their own, but they are really unofficial grandparents to hundreds of kids in this community because of the academic and literacy programs they've sponsored, most importantly, of course, the scholarships to Duquesne University. They've seen the power of education in their own family's life, and they want to make sure that every kid has the chance to have that same quality of education.
Doctors Gussin began opening the door to help thousands of Boys and Girls Club members across Sarasota County in 2011. With fond memories of his own Boys Club experience, Bob joined the agency's board of directors as a way to give back. Since then, Doctors Gussin have supported major initiatives and programs at our organization, especially academic and literacy enrichment programs for youth. Doctors Gussin took their commitment to the academic success of our club members even further in 2014 and established the Robert and Patricia Gussin Boys and Girls Clubs of Sarasota County Endowed Scholarship at Bob's alma mater, Duquesne University, bringing the dream of a post-secondary education closer to home for youth who may not otherwise have an opportunity to attend college. Since then, this scholarship has been awarded to 5 club members.
The Gussin Scholars bring an added dimension of diversity and life experiences to our student body at Duquesne. But coming from Florida and from the challenging circumstances that have tested their resolve and their core principles makes these Gussin Scholars special. They're glittering diamonds in the rough. These students bring a whole different set of perspectives to the Duquesne experience, and we're all richer for that.
Doctors Gussin's love and leadership continues to help thousands of Boys and Girls Club members chart their path toward a great future. Congratulations to the 2017 Champions for Children, Doctors Robert and Patricia Gussin.